Hello there, Anne Craig here from Canberra, Australia. I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and today I have a Christmas ornament to show you. It's a fun little ornament that is quite easy to make, but there is one part of it, the technique, that's a little bit difficult, so hence the whole reason for doing the video. I hope you enjoy it. So we start off with 20 circles. And these ones are using the new 2¼ inch circle punch from Stampin' Up. And as you can see, I have two patterns, and I usually like to choose a light-ish pattern and a darkish pattern. So I label them, or I align them one after the other. So I've got light, dark, and so on. And then you go to the next thing is you actually just fold them in half, so that the fold of the pattern that you want to show is on the inside. So we'll do that with our bone folder, and we do that for all of them, and make sure that they are nice crisp fold, otherwise the middle of your ornament gets a bit messy. I'm just going to do a couple today because I've got a few different bits already aligned and made up so that you can see what happens. So there I've got the 3 different patterns. Then I like to use the Tombow multi-purpose ink glue, and it's quite good and sticky, and you just need to remember not to use too much. So, oh my goodness, that's way too much. It's come out already. So with that, I'm going to have to spread that a bit, because if this gets too wet, you'll find that your ornaments become a little bit distorted. So just make sure that those line up nice and even. That's about the amount that you need, not too much at all. I'll just do another one so that you can actually see that on the darker colour. So that's plenty with your glue, and we continue to do that until all of these are lined up on top of each other. I'm just going to put the lid on the glue. I don't know if you've noticed, but I always lie my glue down when I'm working with it, because it just saves you then from all the glue going to the bottom, and you don't have to press as hard, and you get less of a chance of doing what I just did in the very first one. See how that actually sticks a bit. But this is where we're heading, so we've got alternate inside patterns there. And we do that until they're all done together, and then we pull them out and make a circle. So these are the last 2 bits that are just joined together, and I just peg them, usually overnight, but of course just a couple of seconds will do with this Tombow glue. So there we have our circle. The next part is the more intricate part, and this is the part where we sometimes have a little bit of a problem. So I'm going to show you that now. What we do is we take our glue again and just put it on the lower third, pull those 2 bits together, and notice I put that a little bit in from the edge and peg it. Now the next part is going on to the next pattern at the top, and again just a little bit of glue. This is running really quickly today, not very happy with that, and squeeze it together, grab another peg and peg it, and you keep going alternately, making sure that glue's a little bit in from the edge, and usually only about a third down from the top, making sure that these stick nicely. So just give them a little squeeze. You may get a little bit sticky with your fingers until you get used to how much glue to put on them, and it's a good idea to have lots of your little pegs there beside you. So you can see how I'm going alternately from bottom, top, and so on, and I'm pinching one of the pieces that's already been pegged onto the next piece that has not yet been pegged. And I had a query from a customer about how to do these because the instructions, the written instructions weren't very clear for this part of it. So this is the main reason for doing the video, and I hope this will help a little bit more to show you. So in effect, you actually have 4 thicknesses of paper each time I'm pegging it. So we've got the 2 half circles that are joined together, and then we're joining 2 of those top and bottom, top and bottom. So I hope that helps a little bit. Once we've finished all of that, we get to looking like this. And you can see that one side of it is showing dark and the other side is showing light. And I've found over the thousands of these that I've made that gives you the best or the better image when they're twisting and turning. So that's one with the pegs on it. Now I'll just grab you one that's had the pegs taken off, and you can see how you get that nice alternate pattern happening. I've got a couple here that are complete. What I do next is I get the hot glue gun out and I just make a couple of little glimmer shapes. I mainly use gold or silver and a little bit of our now retired cord, but you can get this cord in some of the dollar shops around. And what we do is put a hole in one of these with the paper piercer, and I do use the stamping mat to just curve that a little bit. I haven't got one here with me, but I'd use the paper piercer to push down hard on that, on the mat, just so it curves a little bit. Then tie a knot in the cord. So it's really very quick and easy. It just looks really fantastic when it's all finished. Thread that up through the hole, and then a bit of hot glue and attach that with the cord through it onto the top and another one on the bottom. And then you'll end up with something that looks a little like this. So it's a really pretty little ornament. Once I've added the glimmer paper, I then put a little bit of glue along each of the edges and just dip it into some of our glitter that I've got. This is the gold, and oh no, they're both gold, but you can see how different these little ornaments look. So this is it in static, and you can see that they really are quite beautiful. So that's about it. I hope this has helped a little bit. It's just that second stage or third stage where we're actually alternately pegging that gets a bit confusing. Apart from that, it's quite straightforward. I do hope you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Bye now.